I'm a former resident of the Woodlands School in New Westminster, and I left there in 1974, and I've been on my own since. My parents probably were put under quite a bit of pressure to put me in Woodlands because back in the early 60s there wasn't the services for kids that needed help like they do now. And back then the attitude was if you were out of the ordinary in any way, they'd just throw you in there and warehouse you. I mean, it was basically society's garbage can for society's garbage can kids. I judge a society by how it treats its less fortunate citizens. This is the old center block of the back then it was the Provincial Institution for the Insane, built in 1878, and unfortunately it's the last remaining building of the original structure that was known as the center block in the Woodlands School. Now this is where the severe behaviorally handicapped children were kept. We call them screamers. This is one of the wards, and you see the prison kind of the prison look to it. Very much a containment building. This is one of the hallways, and you can just see how cold and heartless that place was. I mean, not much as far as aesthetics and how to make people feel at ease. Very alienating environment. This was taken on one of the wards, and you can see it's very much like a prison. The windows are barred. Most of the children lived on wards under lockdown conditions. That is, you didn't go anywhere unless they wanted you to. And these were one of the bathtubs that I was repeatedly nearly drowned. What this sculpture represents is called a window too high. But what it is, it's a replica of the actual dimensions of what a window would have been like in the original center block building from about 1878. You'll notice that I stand 6 foot high. You'll notice how high the window was. That's actually how high the window was. That's a window too high. So you can imagine a resident trying to look out of the window, or someone from the outside trying to look in. So basically you were truly out of sight, out of mind. The commemorative wall of the tombstones that were recovered. Now these are only just a very small number of the recovered. The majority were never recovered. They disappeared over time. They thought so little of the people that died here. Not only were they buried standing up instead of being horizontal, but even in death, nothing was sacred. This is the condominium that I live in here in New Westminster. And from here I go each night to work. I work in a warehouse in Burnaby. And it's a far cry from where I used to live when I was a kid at Woodlands.